Good morning. Welcome to our community meditation, and good morning to everyone that is joining us online. Thank you for being with us as we come together to connect in consciousness. My name is Kelly Marshall, and I am your practitioner for the day. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones so that we may have an uninterrupted experience together. Today, we have a very special meditation by our guest speaker, Reverend Carol Lotz. She has put together a collection of meditations on her new CD, and it is my pleasure to present to you today, God Is. It is word and music that is put together with an intention to build and create and reveal an inner connectedness with Spirit. I invite you to settle into your seats now as we prepare to begin, focusing on your breath, relaxing into the space, and knowing simply that God is. As we begin to come back to the space together, take one more deep cleansing breath. Recognizing in this moment that you are as God is. This concludes today's meditation. Thank you for being with us and experiencing this spiritual practice. Our celebration service will begin at 10 o'clock. We hope to see you here. Thank you.
It's true as they say. Still confusion abounds as we seek the right way. And I wonder sometimes what this world's coming to, and try to imagine what would Jesus do, saying all is well and it's as it should be. It's easy when things are all pretty and clean, but when I think things aren't happening how they're supposed to, I try to imagine what would Jesus do. What would he say about the homeless and hungry? What would he do about the beggar and thief? What would he say to the drunk and drug addict, or the young girl selling herself on the street? Do you think he'd see heavenly perfection underneath their earthly shell? Through the veil of confusion to what is true, I believe that's what Jesus would do. Through the veil of confusion to what is true, I believe that's what Jesus would do. I believe that's what Jesus would do.
If this life is one act, why do we lay all these traps? We put them right in our path when we just wanna be free. I will not waste my days making up all kinds of ways to worry about all the things that will not happen to me. So I just let go of what I know I don't know, and I know I only do this by living in the moment, living my life easy and breezy, with peace in my mind, with peace in my heart, with peace in my soul. can rain hand me down, but I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Yeah. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Yeah. Read a questioning child's face and say it's not a testament. Well, that'd be very hard to say. See another new morning dawn and say it's not a sacrament. I tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood and saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Everything, every little thing, everything is holy now. Yeah, everything is holy now. Hey, yeah. Everything's a miracle. Everything is holy now. 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 Everything's a miracle. Everything is holy now.
Nobody can tell ya there's only one song worth singing. They may try and sell ya, 'cause it hangs them up to see someone like you. But you've gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. You're gonna be knowing the loneliest kind of lonely. It may be rough going just to do your things, the hardest thing to do. But you gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. So if you cannot take my hand, and if you must be going, well, I will understand. 'Cause you've gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. Yes, we gotta make our own kind of music.
It was like something was calling me and pulling me into a different direction. And then I found Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Las Vegas. My relationship with the center has shown me a deeper realization of God and how this indwelling presence guides, sustains, and directs me in every capacity and every experience in my life. As I continue to study the teachings of these great mystics and sages, I will find more love, peace, and a general sense of universal good and harmony in my life.
Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before.
Is something calling you?
Keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real with Reverend Laura. Keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real with Reverend Laura.
This is Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Las Vegas. At CSL Greater Las Vegas, it is our mission to inspire spiritual discovery through community connection, exploration, and celebration. This mission supports the all-inclusive vision of Centers for Spiritual Living worldwide, in which we envision a world that works for everyone and all of creation.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Laura, and what a glorious day it is to be here. I am so excited that all of you heard about daylight savings time and showed up on time. This is wonderful. About 40 minutes ago, we were getting ready to pray in, and there was like this handful of us, and we're like, well, where's everybody at? And so it's so exciting to see that so many of you got that time change thing down pat. So it's wonderful to see brand new faces here today. Some people that I haven't seen for a while are back again. And of course, people that we see regularly. We are so excited to have you here each time with us. And I also want to talk about those people that we don't see, the ones who are joining us online. If you would, turn around and wave at the camera back there. So just let the folks know who join us online each Sunday that we appreciate their consciousness joining ours every morning. So today is a glorious day. I don't have to speak today. Not that I don't love it, but I am so blessed to have one of my dear friends and colleagues here to give us our message today. Reverend Carol Lotz is here from Southern California to bless us with her words of wisdom today. So I'll tell you a little bit more about Reverend Carol in a minute. But first, we're going to start with our community song, We come together.
Yes.
He just told me. We come together. So if you would, stand on up and sing along with us.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. Yeah, yeah. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. All right, if you're comfortable at this time, greet your neighbor.
Take your time, it's no worries. We like this fellowship part of it. And you know, it's such a joyous thing to come together this way and spend a little bit of time just connecting with each other again. After those long years of not being able to do that, it's so sweet to be able to hug and shake hands and greet people. All right, we're going to shift our focus a little bit here and go into a little more contemplative time. I'm bringing up Practitioner of the Day, Kelly Marshall, for our affirmation and invocation. I'll turn it over to Kelly and Justin.
Good morning. I am going to say the affirmation and then we can repeat it together. I accept myself for who I am. I am radiant power, peace, and confidence. I accept myself for who I am. I radiate power, peace, and confidence. And now we'll go into this morning's invocation.
Sweep into my soul. Sweep into my soul. Oh, Spirit divine, sweep into my soul. Sweep in love and peace. Sweep in love and peace. Oh, Spirit divine, sweep in love and peace.
In recognition of the one power and one presence that God is, we come together today as one. One power, one peace, one love. And in this community made up of so many individualizations of that spirit, we are it. There is wisdom, prosperity, and peace, and a knowing that we walk the path together, and it is the path of God. For all that is unfolding in this time and space together, I am grateful, knowing that for gratitude I put forth, I experience more and more of it. Together, we release these words today, knowing that it is all done in divine timing and perfection. And so it is.
Sweep into my soul. Sweep into my soul. Oh, Spirit divine, sweep into my soul. Sweep in love and peace. Sweep in love and peace.
Thank you, Kelly and Justin. That was beautiful. Come on up. You know, we go through our lives, and sometimes we're nudged to say a yes, and sometimes we don't even know how wonderful that yes is going to be until later on. So 13 years ago, I said yes to going to ministerial school, and I met this wonderful person in one of my classmates in ministerial school. And you know, some people come into our lives and they really stick, and Reverend Carol is one of those people that is stuck in my life, and I'm stuck with her, she's stuck with me, we're stuck together. You know, it's just one of those beautiful relationships. So this is Reverend Carol Lotz. She is a palliative care chaplain in Southern California at one of the county hospitals there. Reverend Carol deals with people at their most critical times. She spends all of her day in the emergency room and in ICU, dealing with people who are nearing their transition in life or who have suffered a great accident, tragedy, something that has caused their physical health to be in jeopardy. And she guides them through that. She nourishes them through that, takes them through that process of either staying here or moving on. And so it is with my great pleasure and honor that I introduce Reverend Carol Lotz to you. Reverend Carol.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Laura. I feel completely privileged to be here in this beautiful space with the magic of all that happens here. Oh, what a blessing to be here. I drove 5.5 hours to be here, and you were all worth it. And after the workshop, I'm driving 5.5 hours home and feeling the joy of presence here in this beautiful space. So thank you for having me, and thank you for the privilege, because this is a joyful aspect of ministry that I don't always experience at the hospital. So I just love to come and guest speak. It is my honor. So yeah, I wanted to start off today with a story. It's a well-known story, so if you heard it, please bear with me, but it's a powerful story, and it's how I want to kick off this talk about the power of love. There's a story of a young boy who lives on a reservation, and he is confused, and he's conflicted, and he's struggling, and he's in despair, and he goes to his wise chief, the grandfather. And he says to him, "Grandfather, I need your wisdom. I have 2 wolves in me that are constantly at war with one another. And they are fighting, and it is so disturbing to me that I just need to stop the war. The light wolf is a big supporter, loving, peaceful, just encouraging and happy. And the dark wolf in me is always doubting, is more aggressive, calls me names, and never thinks I'm enough. And the 2 of them are driving me crazy, Grandfather. Which wolf is going to win the fight?" And he says, "My son, the wolf that will win is the wolf that you feed." Food. It's a big part of life. But I'm not talking about the food that we enjoy eating. I'm talking about the food we give our attention to. And so it's a very powerful story because we both have the positive and negative. We both have the light and the dark. And where I work, it's very extreme. And I have a couple patient condensed stories to share with you to make my point. But there's a quote by Jimi Hendrix in one of his songs. I don't know which one, but it goes like this: "When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will come to know peace." Which is exactly the wolves, what the wolves got going on. The power of love and the love of power. But there's something really empowering about power. We feel strong. We feel connected in either extreme, either with divine love, that is the highest empowerment, of the white wolf that I just aspire to live. And then there's the love of power on the other side. And so that power is also available in all of us, to all of us, and we see it. So the two extremes are powerful. Have you ever met someone who was so absent of love that they were extremely powerful? Yeah, me too. And have you met someone who was so divinely connected with the power and presence of love within that they were so powerful? Yeah, I have too. And so, what is it about the food? What is it that we give our attention to? What is it that lights us up? The absence or the presence? Because both powers are present everywhere. So, a story that sticks with me to express, we'll do the dark side first. Are you ready? This is a good one. I was with a patient who was very absent of love, and bless his heart. Oh my gosh, I don't judge anybody, I just love everybody. Because in my work, I get the gift of having time with people to really hear their stories. And what I've come to learn is that when you hear the stories of these horrific things that happen to people that you would never even think to know, it's unthinkable what happens to people for them to continually live a life of the absence of love. And their power becomes something outside of them. This particular young man, I sat at his bedside and he told me he murdered more people than he could count. And I listened, and he was facing his death and he was very scared to die. And so I said to him, after he told me, and I knew it was wrong every time, and I kept doing it. And I said, okay, well, because you knew it was wrong every time and you kept doing it, can you help me understand your why? Why? Why would you keep doing something you knew was wrong? And you know what he told me? Which is insight into murderers everywhere, I'm sure, because it made a lot of sense. He said, I was so dead inside. The only time I ever felt alive was when I was hurting somebody else. Oh, the absence. The absence of love became the power that took over from the missing love, became hurting someone else. We'll flip to the other end. Extreme now. Extreme. There's lots in between, but we don't have time for all that today. The other extreme. Guadalupe. Oh. The most beautiful girl I've ever seen, 35 years old, the prime of her life, special, special, special. I was told that I was going to meet someone who is a double amputee because she was hit by a drunk driver. 35 years old. So when I met her, she didn't have her legs amputated, but she was so broken that they couldn't even do that surgery. But I'm not here to depress you or tell a gruesome story. The point of this, we've become good friends 6 years later. She's like a daughter to me. I love her to pieces. But what impressed me so much about her was right when I met her, right after the surgery that they couldn't do, she said to me, extreme over here. She said, I want to meet this 18-year-old and let him know that this is not going to ruin my life. I also want to meet his mother and give her a hug this young woman astounds me with the love she is connected to. So profound. I bring her to speak with me at Centers for Spiritual Living because she's so powerful. Could you imagine? Your life was just thrown into a wheelchair, you'll never walk again, and pretty sure you're not going to have your legs. To be able to be filled with the spirit of divine love, where you can be concerned about the other people who you could easily have a real hard time with. Beautiful, right? So, do we feed that? She sure does. To be able to be her, she feeds love within her. She feeds her God connection. She feeds her source. That's what she has her attention on, and this is how she lives. And you know what's really cool? Is that the dark wolf is so filled with fear that that's where their power is, that they will never know what they never know in what her food might be. And we have a choice all the time. We have a choice. Which one will win? We have a choice starting today where to put our attention on, what we feed, what we look at, what we put our attention on, what we grow in us, a new thought, and just let it carry us away into a new way of being. At the hospital, oh my gosh. Okay, here's another story. This is one that really touched me too, and I'm currently following up with this young man. This is a story of triumph and perseverance, which is kind of like an opportunity in the middle of all this. He could go either way. He could go that way, he could go this way. He's been there for sure. So this young man was shot 5 times, and it didn't look like he was going to make it. His wife and I were pretty worried about him. And I met with her, and she was just like, she told me a lot about him. He has 3 young children, a beautiful wife, and she just said to me, she goes, I wish something could change the fact that he took a dark turn and pivoted into drugs and trouble. And she said, and I love him more than anything, and I had to take my kids away. For 2 years, we haven't lived together because of the choices that he was making. And that pained her because she loved him so much, but she had to keep her children safe. So when he was finally awake out of the coma or the sedation, the heavy sedation, both were part of his experience. He woke up, and one day I walk into his room after meeting with his wife. She was there every day, dropped the kids off at school, was there by his side. Just love in a beautiful way. And so, to make a long story short, here's the gist of it. I was shocked one day walking into his room, his name is George, and seeing him sitting up in bed. I was like, whoa, hi, I've been talking to your wife. I get to see you. I didn't think he could talk. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm so grateful to be alive. He started sobbing. Just sobbing. This is someone who has been feeding lots of darkness. And he was so precious, and he was so lit up, and he was so missing from himself that many times life is so supportive that it can bring something to shake us and wake us into more love, less fear. And I saw him 10 days in a row. Each day, big grin, smiling ear to ear. And as soon as I sat down next to him, he'd start bawling with joy that he gets to be a father, that he gets to be in his life, that he gets to live. He didn't care that he was paralyzed. He was a paraplegic. He didn't care. He's like, oh, don't worry about that. In fact, One day I went in there and he was sitting in a wheelchair ready to go at physical therapy. And he said to me, "Hey, Reverend Carol, check out my new Cadillac." It was his wheelchair. That was his new Cadillac. So, what is he feeding right now? What is his food? Doesn't matter where he's been. Love that part, because that part is because he can be this now. It's even stronger. And that's what's so beautiful about God and love and making a decision to be more than you could have been without this incident happening. You know, the Course in Miracles says we either learn through love or pain. We can have either one. But this young man was such a powerful reminder that anybody can change. Anybody can be better. And he was so grateful that this happened to him because it was the best thing ever. Now me, I know life is supportive. I mean, I haven't ever grown exponentially through through the blessings and the bliss. It's always through the difficulty that we have choices on who to be. And it's really powerful to live the absence of love and let hate take over. Really powerful. Because fear is powerful. But love, the light, the beauty, the power and presence of the divine source that lives in all of us. So, Guadalupe, I'm actually writing a book, and her story's in it. It's called Love, Light, and Lessons, the same as my CD. Love, Light, and Lessons. Boy, that book's coming, and it's just, I cannot hold these stories anymore. They're so profoundly changing me, growing me as a human, not only as a minister, but as a human, to be less judgmental and more powerful towards love and acceptance and compassion. Because if you could see what I see, and if you could hear what I hear, it is stunning how once you hear the story of someone, you can love a mass murderer. That stuns me. Because I think you were so dead inside. My first thought was, what happened to you? Who was missing in love so desperately that this happened to you? And then I said to him, what if there was only love on the other side as you make your transition? He couldn't buy that, and I understand. But I threw it out there anyway and kind of retracted because he was not so dead inside when he was thinking about dying. He was very afraid. So I will close this talk and go into prayer in just a second. But I really hope to leave you with something beautiful and something powerful here today, whatever that is, whatever touched you, whatever a takeaway might be. Because we have an opportunity, especially coming to Centers for Spiritual Living. I am so blessed and grateful that we are a movement and a community, because we get to pre-act so we don't have to react. You come and you learn these powerful things before anything happens. So when something happens, you have it. It's with you. Because what I know is, being a chaplain for 8 years, the people who have faith and they bring it into the life challenge, they get through it so much easier with love and light than the people who try to find it in the trauma, because they can't find it. So we get to strengthen our resolve. We get to strengthen our expanded knowledge of who God is as love. We get so much beautiful food here. And Reverend Laura, phew, are you kidding me? Wow. She's the teacher with the biggest heart. You are so blessed. Not to mention Joe is magic, and Justin, oh my God. Oh, I could hold him forever in a hug and not let go. So much love here, so much light, so much beauty, so much pre-acting to life's mystery that scares us on some level because it's the unknown. But I'll tell you one thing, when you go into the known, into the unknown, with what we know about the power and presence of love, because of the food we receive in Centers for Spiritual Living, right here, right now, we can trust that love will never be absent. What a privilege to never be faced with the choice of the absence of love and being powerful that way. Because beauty, joy, happiness are not available there. In that power, happiness isn't there. It's only over here. So I leave you with this one, and I hope you'll come to my workshop. It's jam-packed with cool stuff, so please come. I'm so grateful. It's so fun, so enlightening, and so powerful in the good way. So here is a line in a song that I have sung many times, and I love it so much I have to close with it. It's a song called Life Uncommon by Jewel, and she says in there, to no longer lend our strength to that which we wish to be free from. Fill lives with love and bravery, and you will live a life uncommon. Now, I'm going to say that one more time, and I'm going to substitute the word strength with power, the power of love. No longer lend our strength, our power, sorry, I'll do it again. To no longer lend our power to that which we wish to be free from. Food. Fill our lives with love and bravery. And wouldn't it be beautiful if that became what's common? There's only fear or love. We get to choose who to be. So let us pray. Oh, dear God, love is all there is. Divine love. And when we know that we are that too, that we get to dip in the holiness of divine love. And this is a powerful and beautiful way to do it, to close our eyes and turn within because God is there. God is here. Love, light, beauty, food, with the free will to choose what to eat. And we choose love to focus on right here and right now. And so I just lift up this congregation. I lift up those at home watching. I lift up everyone who is in the absence of love and the presence of love equally, as love powerfully manifesting, as hope, as a lift, as a learning, as an opportunity for greater life, which is available every moment of every day. And we chose this moment, and we keep choosing this moment, right here, right now. And so I just declare this day as a blessing and continued blessing as consciousness is powerfully expanded in some beautiful way. That God is the food and that we eat plenty and we are full and grateful And so I just allow this to be for all people everywhere, extended by the kindness, extended by the sweetness in our hearts and our souls, just to reach out to someone and practice that as food. Being in service to others is the most powerful, uplifting, soul-enhancing activity to keep in our hearts and in our minds, to reach out with love to somebody who needs our love, who needs our light. This day, our food is kindness and generosity, and most importantly, the presence of love, which is so powerful. And so I give thanks to God. I give thanks to Divine Source. I give thanks to Spirit. I give thanks for knowing that she doesn't care what you call her. Love just gives and does and is. And so with that, I just let it all go so it can come back manifested as higher love, deeper love, expanded love, and acceptance, radical acceptance for ourselves first, extended to each and every one of us in some beautiful way today and beyond. And so for this and so much more, I just call it good, I call it great, I call it amazing. And so it is, amen.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Ah, how beautiful. Let's give a hand to Reverend Carol. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a seat, folks. As she said, she is doing a workshop after service. It starts at 1 o'clock, so you have time to go grab something to eat and then come on back because we have a class in between here. So it's a wonderful workshop to take you through some mind-body healing. Also in the back, she has her CDs, and Reverend Carol wrote a book for children about Ernest Holmes, which she lovingly donated to our youth church. But if you're interested in that, want to give one to a child that you might know, or you just want one for yourself, learn a little bit more about our founder, it's back there. And then she has some, Reverend Carol's a crafter like I am, so. Anyway, we were talking earlier about having a craft date together. So anyway, she's got some beautiful hearts back there that she's prayed over, the hearts that you use when you're doing your prayer. So you're welcome to stop back at her table after service. So now is that time in our service when we share our donations. We are a 501c3, and we receive most of our funding from your generous donations. So if you like what you are experiencing here, you like what you see that we're being able to offer here, we really encourage you to consider supporting us financially. We have lots of different ways that you can donate through Zelle, text to give, online giving, and of course, we gratefully receive your cash and check donations here today. If you want to do any of those online things and you're confused about it, Kaylee, our administrative assistant, is in the back there, and she will help you with that. She's got her computer all set up, ready to go. If you want to sign up for Reverend Carol's workshop, you can do that back there with Kaylee too. So right now, would you hold your offering over your heart? If you're giving electronically, just put your hands over your heart. If you've already given so far and your tithe is going out that way, just go ahead and put your hands over your heart. So I should see all hands on hearts right now as we just take a moment and acknowledge what we know to be true, that law of circulation, that as we give, we so receive. And so it is with a joyous heart, I just ask you to repeat after me. This gift I give blesses and multiplies all that it touches. And it returns to me in kind.
It returns to me in kind.
To bless and multiply my life.
To bless and to multiply my life.
And so it is.
So it is.
We're singing Money is
Money's
Coming to Me.
coming.
A little Karen with a little funky tune.
Yep.
All right.
Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Every time I open my heart, I receive all that I need. Knowing that God heals my soul. I release and let it flow. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. And I have all I need. And it's all inside of me. I just ask and let it go. And let Spirit rain down flow. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Sing it up now. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Here we go now. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me.
I like that. And so we just take this moment and easily and effortlessly and so joyously bless all of these offerings, knowing that as we receive, we are blessed by every consciousness of the hands that have touched the money that is given to us here today, that this consciousness pours forth from us in everything that we do, all of the programs that we set up here, every experience that is available to anyone who comes to this center is completely blessed by the consciousness of this gift. And we are just so grateful for it. And so it is. All right, thank you. Okay, we have a couple of announcements here. We have our all-purpose practitioner today doing multiple jobs.
Yep. And I'll see you in the back if you need help with something
Yeah.
we're going to talk about.
Back
So hang on here just a second. Well, first of all, as was mentioned earlier, this afternoon we are so blessed to have Reverend Carol with her mind-body workshop starting at 1 o'clock. She invites you to an afternoon of powerful mind-body healing in which she'll teach and talk to us about her six, Reverend Carol, methods that she uses to help heal through trauma and illness. We hope to see you there. Oh, thanks. You're welcome. Next, I'd like to invite you to experience the spiritual practice of compassion with us here Wednesday night at 7 o'clock in person and online, where we'll learn how powerful it can be from Reverend Laura. So we're looking forward to seeing you here for that as well. We have 2 of our sacred circles coming up this week. First is Forever Young, one of our newest and most well-attended groups, is meeting this Thursday. I can't see that, it's too far away, at 11 a.m. So we'll see you here for that one. And also the Women's Sacred Circle coming up next Sunday at 2:30. Right here, you can find out more information about both of those online at our website, or you can stop in the back and we're happy to fill in any information you may need. Finally, Answering the Call. This new class with Reverend Laura is coming up for 3 Tuesdays, starting on March 19th and ending then on April the 9th. It is something of a privilege, and I can't even really describe what it's like to be a practitioner and to step into this life and to live and come from a place of love and truth and compassion every day, and to work in support of this community and each one of you present here. I'm going to let Reverend Laura talk a little bit more about that class experience, as well as give us another special announcement.
Right, I forgot what I was doing. So answering the call, as Kelly said, it is a privilege to be a practitioner here. If you've had any inkling at all to ever become a practitioner, what that actually means, as far as the course of study and the practices that we as practitioners go through ourselves to enlighten ourselves and uplift our consciousness and place so that we can become a place of truth for anyone who comes into our presence. It's a wonderful obligation that we've willingly taken upon ourselves to do. And so if you have any interest at all in becoming a practitioner, or if you'd like to just enhance your spiritual practices, come and join us for this three-week class. We're not meeting on the first week of April because I'm going to Mexico. So looking forward to that. Haven't had a vacation for a while, so it'll be fun. And then as I announced last week, we are starting our Gourmets for God fundraiser. This is one of our most successful fundraisers historically for our center, and it is a ball to do it. It really is a joy to do this. A planning committee is forming. Scott Edwards, our practitioner, our leadership council member, is organizing that. So I don't see Scott. Did you leave? Are you back there? He's back. Okay. He's doing the count, I think. So Scott is available to answer any questions you have, but if you have any interest whatsoever in being part of the committee that organizes this event, then please see Scott. We are so appreciative of all of your service there. All right, I think we have had a nice full day here today. We're looking forward to our workshop after service. Reverend Carol is going to be in the back with her table. If you happen to be at the meditation this morning, one of her tracks from her meditation CD was used as part of our meditation this morning. So it's a phenomenal CD that she has put together with your brother, right? Your brother does the guitar on it, so. And the violinist. All right. So if you would, stand, please. What's that? Oh, right. 2 announcements before I forget, because I always do. The practitioner prayer room is available if you would like a personal one-on-one spiritual mind treatment with one of our practitioners after service. It is right over here outside this door. Just line up here on the wall, and they will get to you. We can do about 3 at a time in there. And also, we would love to have your help in breaking down the room so that we can get ready for our workshop. So the chairs all get stacked into stacks of 6. So you can see there's 6 in each row, and we just move them off to the side. Please only do this if you are physically able to do that. We don't want anybody injured as we're doing this. So we usually get it done in about 3 or 4 minutes. It's really amazing to watch from up here. So anyway, all right. What is that? Funny message on my computer here. Okay, would you repeat after me? There is a power of love. There is a power of love. That power is greater than I am. That power is greater than I am. That power is operating in all of my affairs. That power goes before me and prepares the way.
Power goes before me and prepares the way.
That power is love.
That power is love.
That power is using me.
That power is using me.
And that power is mine to use right now.
That power is mine to use right now.
And so it is.
So it is.
So use me here.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. 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 Have a lovely week, everybody. Thanks for being here.